I wanted to take a lower entry price, go back up before while I was talking to y'all, but yeah, it came all the way down here. I wanted to take a lower entry there, but let's see. Maybe I'll get another chance to enter lower. Still at the top there, I'm just aiming for 18,700. I was thinking to bring my stop loss to break even on the first one at least. I ain't sure because I don't want to end up, going down in drawdown and pip away. One single pip. 18,699 is where the price just reversed at. Take profit is at 18,700. The little bell that you can hear just now, well, it didn't even hit the bell, but yeah, take profit. I thought I was over this feeling. Welcome to what I think is the continuation of yesterday's video or a brand new video. Regardless, welcome. Hope you're doing great. Today is currently Tuesday the 21st of May and I am not looking to enter any trades right now because as you guys know I don't enter trades before 10 a.m. in the morning. So looking at the charts, it's currently 8:21. We have some good price movement. Had that loss yesterday and then I think I actually played it just a couple seconds ago where I had this very small win and recovered the losses from yesterday. It was like a 10 pip stop loss. It wasn't even this long, to be honest. It was more like there. So just really quick, why I took this buy harder. I noticed, well, I thought that here would be the high where price would reverse from, because I saw this impulsive movement and what I thought was a low that was important, but I was wrong because this low wasn't formed before this high was broken. It was formed after, so I needed this low to be broken impulsively with a close and I didn't get that, so that's why I was stopped out here, because I brought my stop when this swing was created here. Noticing that our price failed to break this low and close below it, and it's also looking to take out this high because this is like an intermediate, not really intermediate high to be honest, but since it failed to break this low, it's more than likely that it's going to go up, and it showed a lot of signs of going up. I mean, you had fair value gap being created, even though it was filled, it got created again, it was filled meagerly, and then you saw this push that took me out. Upon being taken out of the trade, I just was like, alright, cool. There's a fair value gap on the same candle that took me out, so I just entered on the close of the candle or near the close of the candle, stop loss below the fair value gap, and just aim for like a 1-to-1, and I recovered the losses from yesterday. So actually I recovered the losses with profit because I opened a 0.50 lot trade, which was the risk was managed because it was only a 10 pip stop loss. Not even 10, it was like 8 pips. So it would have been like $30 something if it was like a loss. And yeah, I made like $30 something after. It was like a 1-to-1. And I lost $17 on 2 trades yesterday and made that $30 something and one. So that's why the account now is at 6,372. Anyways, just wanted to fill you guys in on the progress, what happened yesterday and where we are today. I'll come back in and update you once I get a trade or a possible entry. I have a bearish outlook towards the market, but I need to like see more confirmation before I actually take up that bearish approach. But let's see what happens as we approach 10 o'clock. I'll check back in with you guys periodically. Alright, just a quick update. This level that I had set on the chart, I believe, let me just go down to the 5-minute. Yeah, it was like right here at 18,610 that just got broken. So price is heading for the downside. I still don't have any entries and it's still not 10 a.m. so I'm not trading as yet. If I don't see any entries, then I'm not trading today regardless of the price movement. But just wanted to give you guys that quick update. And yeah, looking good. Alright, so we're back and I'm in a trade. I already sent it out to the community, but now going and mark it up so I can journal and also show you the parameters. So I got in about like a little bit above here. If I go down to the 1 minute, I would see my entry mark. Like right, sent it out right here, but one of my trades is like still up above here. I'm going to enter again though, and stop loss is right below this low right there, Initially I wanted my stop to be here at this gap. Yeah. 86, 78, just in case price might want to go a bit lower. But ideally, yeah, because that's a very small trade, right? I don't mind, because ideally I would be aiming for 18,720, which is up there, and would be more of a 1 to 2.6 or so, almost a 1 to 3, which in would be better, but I am not sure. I am trading off of the overall bullish momentum on the daily time frame, basically all the higher time frames, right? So we have very bearish momentum, even the overall, long term, and even in the short term bullish after we had this like bearish pullback here. We're still at all-time highs, so very cautious about conditions up here, but momentum is on the side, so maybe you might just want to keep going with the flow or trend of the market, not looking for sells. I noticed that this sell side liquidity here on the hourly 15-minute all-in, but on the hourly was taken, touching this little spacing that was left under that hourly on this bull candle, basically filling it, and I don't know, price might want to go up. I know there's a gap here. Let me just, yeah, I know this is a gap, so I'm basically buying against a gap, but for this gap to qualify for me, at least, it would have had to sweep buy side liquidity first before making that gap. And at the bottom here, it's possible that we also create a gap going up, but we already created a gap on the lower time frame, which gives me the entry that possibly we might push higher. It's possible that we still come down as well, nothing is written in stone, but just given my outlook and that my confirmations also made me go into this one because the trade was there. Now I'm thinking about it, this take profit is wild. I'm going to aim for a 1 to 2 instead. Take profit is wild. It's possible, don't get me wrong, but in fact, right there, just that 1 to 2, just a little bit under 1 to 2 even. But that's cool. I wanted to take a lower entry, price go back up before while I was talking to y'all, but yeah, it came all the way down here. I wanted to take a lower entry there, but let's see. Maybe I'll get another chance to enter lower, but I'm still bullish regardless of what happened. I already had them gaps. Let me see if it's over here. Yeah, so this was the movement that took out that low that we see. Where can we see that low? This low right here. So that movement, I was looking for a high. Oh, I should check that for you. So what high broke this level? Hold on. What level was this exactly? So the high that was formed before that low was taken was not actually broken impulsively as yet. So okay. Then maybe once that high is broken impulsively right here, then I could enter a second. Yeah. If not, then it will just be this one trade. Price might want to come down and then shoot up. You never know. So yeah, just give me all that quick update. Remember, I don't want to keep these videos too long. I realize I might still put some longer videos out there. Depends, bro. If the value gotta be given and it taking a little more time, then gotta get the value out there. But yeah, that's it for now. Just wanted to give you all that update. We're in a trade. We're holding. Let's see what happens. Will I get that second confirmation? I might put a buy stop order there. I don't know. Nah, I ain't gonna put my buy stop. Left this alert. Once I get alert and I see price action, I don't know. But I'm gonna check back in the channel. Alright, so remember I was just telling you about this high that I'm marking up, and I want to see that high get broken impulsively first. This doesn't look like impulsive movement, and this is on the 1 minute chart. Like we have zero gaps, zero like large candles. This is on the 1 minute chart. It's just this little one that left here, if they left in it, look like right here, price fall down. So that's there's no type of impulsive movement. Thinking about bringing stop loss to break even should be a little bit low. I mean, it's really not that much a risk in wow. Now sometimes professional traders just do that. You just gotta know yourself. Not that I left off the stop loss and ain't realize or nothing like that, but shit happens. I'm thinking to bring stop loss to break even. I don't know. Yeah, that's that zone being crossed. Even though it crossed with a little gap there, any one candle could come off over. Look at that. And I'm thinking to close the gap. Let's see how the candle looks on the larger time. Okay, so the 5 minute looks like it's gonna close with a gap, which is cool. That would be what I want to see happen. So alright, I thought I would have to like update y'all and tell y'all that I'm closing it straight because and such, but it looks like I have such and such reason to stay in the trade too. So I'm watching to see how this price play out. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the fact that it didn't leave no gaps, no, you know, healthy price movement up with healthy space for retracement. If the market doesn't leave any gaps or anything, according to my analysis, whenever it's time for the market to drop, it has no areas of support to react to possibly change direction. If it chooses to have a pullback, then it might go for lows, you know. So I like to see gaps heading in the direction I think price is gonna go. Lows as well, higher lows, but as well as gaps accompanied by gaps. So let's see. Gonna check back in with y'all again, but this is how it's going. Right now price is at almost at one of them zones. Yeah, that's a fair value gap in the opposite direction. I don't think it can hold because price didn't take any liquidity before creating this fair value gap. So I really don't think it's gonna hold. And we still overall bullish at the larger time frames. So let's see. Gonna come back in, check back in with you guys in a few minutes. Oh, I think it was at this level I said if it broke this here impulsively with a gap, this candle closed, this candle closed. If this gap close here, I can open a large. Okay, I can enter a second position with the same lot size and the stop loss below this low on the 5. Like I don't feel comfortable with the trade. I'm gonna be honest. Like I would just leave this one. I'd say fear to load bars. So if this candle close, I might go in with a second position. Yeah. And the stop for that position will be below this little swing on the 5 minute. This low right here. So yeah, looks like it's going to close with a full bar, and these fair value gaps can like eliminate or cancel out these fair value gaps over here. So alright, so second position opening now. Let me just manually update these stops. But yeah, alright, so I enter the second position. I can update you guys. Usual story in a couple of minutes. See how this trade plays out. Again, I am just, instead of aiming for till at the top there, I'm just aiming for 18,700, or in this case it would be 18,706, just above this high instead of this one. I could aim for this high or this high or this high, which is more recent, but I will be watching price, how it reacts when it gets to that level. Then I'm gonna know whether to close, or for now, I'm touching with y'all in a couple of minutes. Alright, so the trade basically is still at the same place, but I was thinking to bring my stop loss to break even on the first one at least. Honestly I ain't sure, because I don't want to end up, you know, going down and draw down and have to see now. I don't like the iffy price action around this high. On TradingView it's saying it barely took this high, and I don't like how the price, you know, jiggling around the level. So I was thinking maybe instead of just keeping my risk still down there, be a risk-free trade right at the bottom of that fair value. Right, and even the first trade, but then again that first trade stop loss until down there. Yeah, so I only lose one if I actually get tagged out to the trade and price choose to reverse and come all the way down. But yeah, let me just update the chat real quick. Yeah, for the first trade, completely risk free. The second one, if price comes down to the stop loss, it's gonna be a $15 loss. Not bad. So on a $6,000 account, $15 loss, not bad at that. Good managing risk, you know. Let me just send this screenshot to the chat that stop loss is at break even. Oh yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update before I keep this camera running, aiming at my face and not seeing anything for too long. I'm going to no scraps. Alright, I'm going to check back in with you guys as long as TP gets slapped or we come back to break even at our end. So let me just put that alert there and step out off the charts. Get in with y'all in a couple of minutes. Alright, hold on. So I ain't gonna lie to ya, bro. I exited this trade. Was it discipline? Yes and no. Yes, because I did see a high get taken. I saw price action was kind of indicating that it wants to come down. Not this high, not this one, not this one, but this high. Once this high was taken, it's like almost a relatively equal high actually on this chart, you know. But on the chart for funded mix, it was taken, and I saw it as okay, this is the high that was farmed before that price was taken, and it was broken. It wasn't broken impulsively, but it was broken, and it had a fair value gap on the minute chart as well. So glad this thing moving right now that y'all can see it, but I'm out of trade. Another thing that I should also be honest about is a kind of overtrade. Yeah, still out, not completely up. I had a $40 loss because, long story short, I had a few trades stop me out at break even, right? So I had this loss, which was a 0.50, $18, and this loss, which was a 0.50 again, $38. This one was stopped out at break even, and so was this one here. So I closed the buy trade with $11 profit. It was more than $30 in total with the two trades. The one that come out for 62 cents and $11.91. It was more than $30 combined when price was up. But I was aiming for where I was aiming for. I thought price would have pushed a bit higher. Looking back, it was a bit too much to ask out of one continuous movement. You know, maybe if in the event of news and such, then you might have just one large candle, but to have one continuous movement taking out 1, 2, 3 and 4 highs is at where my take profit was. Yeah, it's kind of less likely now reflecting and seeing that, you know, but at the time it seemed like it was possible. Regardless, out to this trade, I sent it out to the chat. I am with profit on my personal account. I just overtraded on this one, and I was managing the trades. Everything had a stop loss, and everything was less than $50 risk. So who knows, I might still enter back with reduced risk, because now it doesn't look like it wanted to sell. It looked like it just took the lows before this move. Yeah, that's just a wick. Yeah, so it's possible that I might go back in for a buy trade, buy position, and aim for the highs I was aiming for, because it doesn't look like it wants to go lower. This is a very important low that price broke, but it didn't close below it. So if this high here is broken impulsively to the upside, I have a trade and I will be able to go back in. And I also send it out to the group that I'm going back in with, you know, reduced risk, stop loss right below there, we aiming for right up there, and yeah, we'll call it charge. But if this isn't broken impulsively to the upside, then don't have a trade here, and I could call it for the day. Ain't taking them thing to say I want to see a close. If this candle close above the high impulsively, doesn't have to be this one, it could be the next one. Especially if it left a gap, yeah, I am in on that. But let's see. I'm not entering a trade prematurely at all. If it don't meet my criteria, I ain't going in, fam. So let's see if price breaks above this high right there, closes impulsively. Because what I also notice is price come back into this gap right there. Like try this out in time, and this stuff, price just react after and push up. So it's possible, let's see what happens. It's possible we see what happens. Alright, so that gap there just got filled, which means that I don't want to take this price no more. I don't want to take the buy. You see why holding? But yeah, it's good to wait sometimes, you know. I don't like the price action anymore, so I'm gonna wait, and based on what price does, I should go in or not. It doesn't look so. Yeah, in total I had a $42 loss on my funded account, challenge account, sorry, and a $6 or $8 gain on my personal account, which ain't bad, you know, but $6 or $8, still thankful and grateful, and it's enough, is more than enough to, you know, stop trading. Some days you make a lot, some days you barely make, other days you don't. I'm glad today was one of those days where I made one. But yeah, I'm just gonna come back in at the end and tap in with y'all. Yeah, the video ended done. This is what I get for not being disciplined, bro. Paperweight, one single pip, 18,699 is where the price just reversed at. Take profit is at 18,700. The little bell that you can hear just now, well, it didn't even hit the bell, but yeah, take profit. I thought, honestly, I thought I was over this feeling. I thought like I wouldn't be going through feeling this way, where like I kind of upset with myself for leaving the trade earlier than I should have let it run for. I'm supposed to be practicing discipline, even though that was a risk-free trade and my stop loss was at break even For some reason, I, one, overtraded, and two, I exited the trade early. I didn't take trades opposite to my bias, so I stopped fighting myself on the end, but now I've gone back to this mentally secure the profits, you know. And I can be honest, it does not feel good. Like the first set of times you feel this feeling, you realize you don't want to feel it, but it's a different not feel good when you realize you don't want to feel it, do something about it, stop feeling it, and then got feel back the way. Like you feel like you take a step forward and a few steps back, because I exited the trade like here, which was, I guess, still a 1-to-1. Yeah, it was still a 1-to-1 where I exited the trade, but or it's not out as yet. Regardless, I would have definitely closed it that way if it at 700. Right. I guess some persons held it and watched the trade go all the way to TP. Honestly, this is the only benefit in this. A lot of the persons in the group work, so they just set custom notifications, see a signal, enter it, and go about doing the business, checking it periodically, but not everybody is there at that moment. So I try to like account for that. I don't try to scalp, I don't try to enter a trade now and then make an adjustment 5 minutes later or something. I try to account for persons, you know, not being there. So I can take like at least an hour before I try to say anything about the trade if we still within a reasonable zone, if I'm updating my stop loss to break even, if I'm exiting the trade, whatever the case is. But oh boy, it really doesn't feel nice. Like, I hope nobody goes through this. Just enter a trade, let the trade move from point A to point B, because you can feel like this if you don't. I shouldn't even be feeling a way. I'm out to the trade with profit, but this like really comes to a point where the money ain't matter. Confidence in your strategy does. Learning the skill, developing that psychology is what like it's worth far more than any one trade that I could take. But that's it for now, man. We had a profitable day, still successful. I got a journal that was a B grade trade. I followed my rules, but I was not disciplined. And yeah, we survived to trade another day. It was also important. So I guess I'll catch you guys in the other one for real this time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Bye, have a great time.